Shalom, Kol Halayim La, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rachakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who were well for teaching me the truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect, all right, of the house of Israel, all right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, nearby and scattered abroad. All right, peace, love, and blessings. Chaya here back with another video through the spinning power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And, all praises, Kol Halayim La, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. You know, this just popped up on my page. It came out a day ago, like this video at the top. It says Fox News former host Tucker Carlson denies that Hebrew Israelites are black. All right. And I watched the video in its entirety. And Tucker Carlson, you know, as it says in the title, he was a former Fox News associate, employee, and things of that nature. And he was let go because of his his candidness, if you will. All right. And if I'm not mistaken, he's now in Russia. All right. And it looked like a little while ago he had, he was in an interview with Vladimir Putin. And we if you're in the know, are keeping up with, the things around the world, you know that Vladimir Putin, just came out a few months ago, all right, with the ancient relics, all right, in the vault of that church in Russia, of biblical icons being dark skinned, being so-called black people. All right. So that includes, but it's not limited to who the world calls Jesus Christ, whose name is actually Yahweh Shai. All right. The prophet Jeremiah, the prophet Ezekiel, all right, the prophet Elijah, all right, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. So, this just came out, a couple months back. It actually came out, a few years back. All right. But this was just reiterated. All right. That, the Russian icons, all right, the people in the Bible are so-called black people, man. All right. The prophets, all right, the women, okay, the people on the earth, they were so-called black people. Okay. In majority, I'll say it like that, in majority. And I'm gonna say why I say that in a little bit. But this video came out. I'm not gonna play the whole video.
Peace, family. My name is.
I'm not gonna play the whole video, okay? But this woman right here, she's talking about the situation, and she's basically saying that Tucker Carlson is denying, or he's in denial about the Hebrew Israelites being so-called black people, which we don't call ourselves black. All right, the black stigma should not be associated with being a Hebrew Israelite. All right, there's no such thing as a black Hebrew Israelite, but I digress. All right, but she's basically talking about how she's a spiritual person, and individuals like Tucker Carlson, would just wants to take away the essence and the value and the truth, all right, behind the so-called blacks being Hebrew Israelites. Okay. So she's just, discussing that and things of that nature. So I'm just going to play this one part, and I'm going to leave it at that. All right. So right here, you see him talking to a Vladimir Putin. It looked like he was on a Joe Rogan show and stuff like that. Where is it? All right, here it is. It's right here, like around the 220 mark.
Vladimir Putin. Watch this.
I was like, I really felt like we were just speaking so far past each other that we would never come to. I was like, I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
You see it on the ADNC label. It says Tucker Carlson denies black Americans are Hebrew Israelites.
And especially when I decided or concluded that he really meant it.
And of course, I'll say this too, Salak, and then I'll let the clip run. Of course he denies it, because he's so used to, those little hats over there in the land today calling themselves, the real Jews, if you will, and things of that nature, man. So of course he denies that, the so-called black Americans are Hebrew Israelites. Of course he denies that. Okay, but it's true. All right, and there's countless scriptures to prove it, but that's not what this video is about right now.
I was like, that's just too freaking weird to me. I was interviewing a guy one time, and he started talking about the black Israelites, and we're the real Jews. And I was like, and it wasn't on camera, but I was like, it was so far out to me that I was like, we'll never kind of understand common terms on that.
Okay, family, did you?
Once again, because it's not in his spirit to agree with that and be on quote unquote, in his words, common terms with that. It's not in his spirit to be so because he's an Edomite. All right. He's a descendant of Esau. All right. So of course he doesn't agree with that, man. All right. And if he's talking about, if he just quoted in what he said in the video I'm thinking of, then no, then Tucker Carlson, I'm letting you know right now, it is on camera. It is on camera that, you know, you was interviewing this Hebrew Israelite, because if it's who I'm thinking of, then it's actually this video right here. Check this out.
For you. It's bad for you. Why? Because you're going into slavery. That's right. You're an Edomite. Now I'm cutting to the chase. Why am I going to slavery? Because you're an Edomite. You're an Edomite. What's your nationality?
Now I know the you know, the quality is a little fuzzy and things of that nature, but that's very much Tucker Carlson. All right, there's really no denying that. Like, you know, the voice, the stature, you know, the haircut, that's very much Tucker Carlson. All right, now he said it was off camera. Now it was off the main camera. It may have been off the main camera, okay, but it was definitely caught on camera, man. All right.
That's not a nationality. What's your national origin?
No idea. I was born in California.
Okay, what was your father? Was he Irish? Okay, so I guess he may be Irish, right?
He's not Irish.
Is he Jewish?
And for you people who don't know, these are the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. This is elders of Apostle Tahar, and behind them is Elder Apostle Racha. Okay, and surround the brothers. They're you know, giving Tucker Carlson the truth. All right, they're not being disrespectful. They're not provoking him to wrath. They're not in his face. All right, the elders and the brothers, they're breaking down to him his nationality according to his fathers, as it says in the book of Numbers, all right, Bama Debar, chapter 1, verse 18. All right, you are the seed of your father, not your mother. All right, because your mother doesn't have a seed. All right, a woman doesn't, you know, a child is not determined by the nationality of a woman. It's determined by the nationality of the father. All right, Numbers chapter 1, verse 18. So that's what the elder Apostle Tahar is, you know, breaking down to him, that, you know, they are the real Hebrew Israelites, not black, that they're the real Hebrew Israelites. Okay, and you know, if his father's an Edomite, then he's a biblical Edomite. All right, he goes back to the line of Esau.
Well, you better hope that you're an Israelite. But anyway, give me Isaiah.
Right, and you know, the topic at the current time, and that was really it on that. The topic at the time, it was, you know, he said his father was Irish, and of course we have brothers and sisters over there. All right, we got brothers over there in Ireland. We got brothers all over Europe, all over the world, really. Okay, so which I believe through the spirit, Tucker Carlson is an Edomite, you know. But you know, like I said, I caught that one part of what he said, that, you know, he was doing an interview with a man off camera. He said that we are the real Jews. So this could be the video that he's talking about, but it was caught on camera. It was caught on, not his camera, but it was caught on camera. All right. The Lord put the spirit on brothers to be able to catch that. The Wadi Habashim Al Shai. All right. And everything that was said was said. All right. So let me go ahead and get this and talk about the reason why things like this is happening, man. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 85, verse 11. It says, truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven. Okay, so what we just observed was truth in the face, man. Okay, so Tucker Carlson is in denial about the Hebrew Israelites being so-called black people, which is really the so-called Negroes or blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, that would consist of Israel today. All right, and we have, you know, those you know, tribes scattered all over the world. So you got brothers and sisters that look like, you know, so-called white people, so-called Arabs, so-called East Indians, so-called Africans, all right, and so on and so forth, so-called Polynesians. You get the point. Okay, we do have brothers and sisters that look like the other nations, all right, but in majority whole, it consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are descendants of the 12 tribes of 12 sons of Jacob, all right, which are the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay. So, yes, he is in denial about that. But guess what? He can deny all he wants. All right. Not just him, but any of you other people who don't believe. The truth is out, man. The biblical icons are so-called black people. All right, biblical icons are dark-skinned people. They are dark-skinned. They're Hebrew Israelites, man. Each and every last single one of them. Okay? The prophets, the kings, the priests, okay? Oh, certain kings, because there are other kings of other nations in the Bible, all right? But you get the point, all right? The kings of Israel, they were dark-skinned men, okay? Who the world calls Jesus Christ, all right? A Jew, all right? An Israelite from the tribe of Judah. He was a dark-skinned man, and it tells you that because the woman in the video, all right, that I played early on the African Diaspora channel, all right, she actually went into that. That who the world calls Jesus Christ had burned copper skin, which this is true. All right, because when you go into the book of Revelation, as a matter of fact, let me get it on the blue letter. All right, let me get this. In the book of Revelation, chapter 1, all right, just jumping down to the point. Revelation, chapter 1, verse 14, it says, his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. All right, so this is going into the depiction. You could read the whole chapter from the top because it clearly tells you the Son of Man. All right, and how he said he's the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. That's only talking about one man. All right. It says, in his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burnt in a furnace, in his voice as the sound of many waters. All right, so verse 15 in the NLT, it says his feet were like polished bronze refined in a furnace, and his voice thundered like mighty ocean waves. All right, because his voice being as many waters, talks about the authority and the power in his voice. Okay, so when you look, all right, and I'm just doing this for the sake of edification. All right, burned bronze. Let's see what burned bronze look like. I don't know about you, but that looks pretty damn brown to me. This is burned bronze. All right, so these colors right here, that's heavy. All right. This was loosely what Yahweh Shai looked like, man. It said what? I'll read it again. It says, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. Okay, so if you look at somebody's feet and it's dark, all right, and you look up, at his hands and his head, they should be the same color, right or wrong. They should be the same color. Okay, you can't look at a man's feet, and they be dark, and then you look up, and all of a sudden he's a so-called, he's another color. All right. Which is exactly why, the whole Jesus Christ thing doesn't make any sense. So once again, Tucker Carlson can deny, the so-called Black Americans being his Hebrew Israelites all he wants. But the truth is out. All right. The truth is out that, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are Hebrew Israelites, man. All right. And I'm going to get this as well. And then I'll close out. All right. Through the Spirit. All right. I'll just say, oh, there it is. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2. Verse 3, it says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. All right, which this is talking about Esau, Edom, the son of perdition, the son of destruction, the sons of the wicked. Okay, the so-called white man. All right, including, all right, those little hats in the land today. All right, that's them. That's who this is talking about and referring to. Verse 4 says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. All right, now I just got one thing to say, but I'm going to say it with Google, right? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. And look at this one, right? This one doesn't make any sense. How does the father have short hair, but the son got long hair? Come on, bro. Make it make sense. Come on, man. Come on. The Heavenly Father and the Son don't look like this. But this is what you get when you type in Jesus and God, or you could even type in look, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. But this is not who the world called Jesus Christ look like. This isn't him. This is not him. He didn't have long hair. Long hair is against the scriptures. All right, it's against tradition. It's against customs. Okay. So the son of perdition is being revealed, and he's what? He's exalted himself as the Most High and the Son, and all that is called the Most High, which the children of the Most High, who is Israel. All right, they're of the Most High, man. All right. So he's sitting himself. He sits in the seat of the Most High. All right, Esau Edom, that is. He wants to sit in the seat of the Most High, man. All right. Let me jump down. All right. Let me jump down. And Salakia, that falling away, because the scripture say in verse 3, except there come a falling away first, that falling away, it's talking about our people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, discontinuing from our customs. All right, which was prophesied in the book of Jeremiah, the 17th chapter. Jeremiah 17:4. All right, which you can read that for yourself. But jumping down, 2 Thessalonians 2:7, it says, "For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming." Yeah, so all the lies, all the deception, all the wickedness, all right, that wicked one put out, that old serpent, that old red serpent put out, is going to be destroyed in the glory of Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Jesus Christ, a so-called black man, or a dark-skinned man. Okay? Verse 9, it says, "Even him who's coming," pay attention, "even him who's coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders." Yahweh Shah shutting all of that down when he come back, bro. All right. So once again, Tucker Carlson can deny all he wants. All right. Him and all you other people who just like, oh, no, the real Israelites, the people of God can't be black. God hates black people. Yada yada. You can think like that all you want. It's perfectly fine. Because you fulfilling prophecy too. The scriptures talk about unbelievers. All right. So you don't have to believe it. We don't need you to. But once again, the truth is out. Okay. Verse 10, it says, "And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved." Well, that was really the point. All right. So it said, with all the deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish. Yeah, they're going to perish in their unbelief. They're going to perish in their unrighteousness, man. Okay. Going down with that, that deception. All right. That they put out and that they trusted in. All right. They're going to perish, man. All right. Yeah. The scriptures say, by the blast of the Most High, they shall perish, man. Loosely paraphrasing. Okay. So that's what's going to happen, man. But the truth is springing up. All right. It's, well on the map now. Okay. And these Edomites and these other people, they don't like it very much, man. They don't like it at all. Okay. But yeah, so this video came out a few years back because, the elders and the apostles, they was, back on 34th or 7th out there in the city and stuff like that until they relocated. So this video came out a few years back, but it was re-uploaded a year ago, all right, by GMS, the son of Jacob. All right. So Lord's willingness is edifying and the truth is out, man. Believe it or not. Shalom.